ready to answer any question that comes so that I can flow.
Okay.
Thank you. I became a subtenant in 1997. 1997, I became a subtenant, and that was on the 1st of June 1997. So becoming a constable on 30th of August 1991, by 6 years and probably a few months, I became a subtenant of police. And that is very unprecedented. And this is how it happened. When I joined the service and looked at all the policies within the service, I realized that there's a policy that encourages education. That if you attain a particular qualification, you get a particular rank. So I started off my A-level also by private studies, and I was able to get my A-level done. And as a result of that, on the 5th of April 1993, I was promoted to the rank of sergeant. That is 2 years after I became a constable. Then in the course of it, still learning and taking advantage of the policies that encourage education, I embarked on a professional course to become a chartered accountant. And I pursued the course, and at a point when I passed certain sessions of the course, which was within a year after I became a sergeant, I was promoted to Chief Inspector on the 1st of September 1994, which means a constable 1991, 2 years down the line, a sergeant 1993, and then roughly 1 year down the line, Chief Inspector 1994. Then I had a privilege. And also for the record, when I was at the depot as a constable, before I passed as a constable, from recruit to constable, by the grace of God, I won all the awards, with the exception of one, which is mass match shooting. I had a privilege in 1995 to go to the police academy, then the police college. And there, at the end of the day, I became an ASP in 1996. And also the best cadet for the course. And also by divine providence, I won all the awards with the exception of marksmanship, which is shooting. Then thereafter, the same year, 1996, I became a chartered accountant. 1996, I became a chartered accountant. That is a course that I started and completed within a period of 2.5 years. So when I became a chartered accountant, then I made a submission to the police leadership on the basis of the existing police regulations on promotions. And they promoted me based on that qualification to subtenant of police a little over a year after I became an ASP. It means I'm one of the few people ever to be in the police service who never became a DSP, Deputy Subtenant of Police, before becoming a subtenant. So that is for the record. And what it means is that when I became a subtenant, most of the senior people around, including my own big brother George, was an ASP. So from there, I became chief subtenant after 6 years of being a subtenant. And after that, and my chief subtenant was on 1st of February 2003. That is from 1997. So after 6 years or thereabout, I became a chief lieutenant. And from there, roughly another 4 years, I became Assistant Commissioner of Police. And another 4 years, I became Deputy Commissioner of Police. And roughly another 4 years, I became Commissioner of Police, which is the Commissioner of Police, Assistant Commissioner of Police 2006, Deputy Commissioner of Police 2010, Commissioner of Police 2014. What it means is that within police regulations, promotions are based on the number of years you serve, your competencies, your integrity, your character, and availability of vacancies. And looking at my promotions, beyond the miracle aspect of it, the rest of my promotions started following the normal course. And at times I did find myself, why was God not in it to help me to keep moving the way I have to move? So in terms of my qualifications, my ranking in the police service, it has been purely based on my competences, my academic qualifications, and hard work because of the passion I have for the work. I have not at any point in time been called aside by any individual and granted me any favor that I did not deserve. Honorable Chair, in terms of positions I've held, I have been across virtually every command within the service. And at a point, because of my commitment to work, I was handling multiple schedules at the National Headquarters. Because if you give me a work, you just have to consider it done. Because that is me. I get things done, and I work around teams to get them done on the basis of Genesis 1:26, where I know God himself said, let us create, indicating that God being the originator of teamwork, you cannot do anything and function without teamwork. And that has been my style. So in all this, it got to a point I became the most senior Commissioner of Police, that is the next to the Inspector General of Police. And when that Inspector General of Police retired, His Excellency, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, found me well to take that position and work together with my colleagues, together with all the other security agencies, to ensure peace, security, law, and order in this country of ours. So it is on this note that anytime I have the opportunity, I do say to Mr. President that forever my family, especially my wife and children, and my extended families which are dotted across the country, will be forever grateful to him for finding me worthy to occupy the position and working in concert with my colleagues in order to prosecute the agenda of the police in line with our constitutional mandate. Honorable Chair, let me speak briefly about my colleagues here. George is my big brother. JB is my kid brother. Asari is my brother. The beautiful thing is this, Honorable Chair. We've been together for far long. And my brother George, you know, his wife, since I joined the police today, I call her my mom. And that will never change. And Jimmy, my brother, my kid brother, when I became the Inspector General of Police, I call you and offer you the position of Director Cybercrime. My brother Asari has already gone through the whole process at various places. And by the time I came, he was still at the position of where he is today. You will not have recourse to as to where precisely you want to be. And this is how I have coexisted with all of them. And as you can see from behind, all my management teams are here, because that is how we do other things. Then, all of a sudden, this matter came up, and the matter was about finding out what has happened and who said what where it came from. And my brothers were given opportunity to come and speak. And they did speak and made indication that, yes, they are involved in what was happening. Then all of a sudden, instead of them to focus on that, they came out with wild allegations, Honorable Chair, with wild allegations that touch my person, the police leadership that I lead, and the entirety of the police service. Without, until today that I'm being told that now they have some evidence, without a shred of evidence, Honorable Chair, at the time that they were making it, without a shred of evidence. And Honorable Chair, those wild allegations without a shred of evidence has brought a lot of pain to myself, my family across the country, and especially my wife and children. That you are so patriotic because you believe in what you call Pan-Ghanaianism, where you think that because of your multi-ethnic nature, everybody you see, as long as the person is a Ghanaian, is your brother or a sister, mother or father, uncle or auntie. Then the pain also to my command, my leaders, my team that we work together that you all know. And the pain to the thousands of police people who are appreciating the strides that we are making in transforming the organization to be the best institution in the country and a reference point for the rest of the world. They came with all these allegations in order to cover up probably the shame associated with what they got themselves involved in the first place. And I, an innocent person, focusing on my job, working in concert with my team and all commands across the country to keep the country safe and make it to be at peace with itself. I've been asked to come and answer to these allegations, which are wide, baseless. And I felt in my spirit that this is just not fair. I would say, it is just not fair. Are we killing patriotism? That anybody can just get up, make allegations upon allegations, and people who go across the country at times 48 hours without sleep, just keeping the country at peace, will be called to come and answer allegations that are unfounded. And that becomes something. Anyway, I'm here. I have no choice. I have no choice and have come. And I say it to the glory of God, my Maker who sustains me every day. I will speak to the matters as you direct. And I'm doing this because of the respect I have for myself, for my family, especially my children and wife, for the office that I occupy, for my brothers and sisters who are sitting behind me, that we have pulled ourselves together in an unprecedented manner in the teamwork to get these things done for this country, and for the respect I have for institutions of state, including the parliament that we are here today. And more importantly, the respect I have for Mr. President Adranko Kufuado, for the honor that he has done me for making me the Inspector General of Police to work with my colleagues. And equally more importantly, for the respect I have for the good people of this country. So, Honorable Chair, I am here being asked to answer to why allegations unsubstantiated by the practice in order to cover up their shame. I am ready. I thank you.
You quoted the Bible, you know. And it seems to me You are a student of the Bible, are you?
Honorable Chair, I'm a Christian, and the Bible is my reference point. There could be a student of the Bible who may probably be using the Bible just for examination purposes, but may not necessarily be a Christian. But I'm Christian, and my reference point in terms of what guides me is the Bible and the Spirit of God. Thank you.
Did you ever find in the Bible that the innocents suffered? The man who claims he's innocent suffered. Have you read it before in the Bible? Did you read it?
Honorable Chair, I am a Christian who understands that. And that is what it is.
That is why I'm a bit surprised that you're complaining about maybe you doing a good job and you're going through some challenges and suffering, because we know that the innocent can suffer. That's the story of Joseph. Never slept with Potiphar's wife, but went to jail. Have you heard this tree adage that Onipakesian Asemtuno? Have you heard it before?
Honorable Chair, I have. But the point I'm trying to make is the fact that we are all human beings. And at times, these things happen. You may have all what it takes to handle the situation. But when you are speaking to a matter and the feeling of how you feel comes on board, it's normal. And the most important thing is that I understand all the issues you are raising. And I'm in sync with it because I'm a true Christian.
Now, Inspector General of Police, do you have a working relationship with Chief Bugri Nabu?
Honorable Chair, I do not have a working relationship with him.
Inspector General of Police, if somebody alleged against you that you are the architect of the first video or the video, you in cahoots with Chief Bugri Nabu, got these individuals taped, what will be your response to that, sir?
Honorable Chair, that is untrue.
Inspector General of Police, it seems to me every serious police officer would want to be an IGP. That's natural, is it not?
Honorable Chair, that is the case.
And it is equally the case that when there is a vacancy relating to such a high and powerful office, and individuals are aware of the appointee of that high office, there will be attempts to get to the appointee so somebody is appointed. Is that not so?
Honorable Chair, that could be the case, in the sense that human beings are different. There will be somebody who will be going around to do that, and others too who may know that based on the quality they have, they may be contacted and assessed for the position. And even those who will go around to be doing that, there may be variance involved in the extent that they go. Thank you.
Did you pay regard to the statement of Honorable Kofi Boa, the MP for Elembele? The statement he made on the House floor, did you pay regard to that?
Honorable Chair, I have cited it and I have a fair idea what it contains.
Yes. You know, there's a very serious allegation to the effect that you are the most powerful person in the realm, according to the statement that was said on the House floor, to determine the outcomes of elections. What's your response to that?
Honorable Chair, I thank you for the question. Honorable Chair, the most important thing is this. Election involves so many stakeholders, and each one has its role, and the police also has its role. An election is a simple matter where each stakeholder play its role, and collectively we end up ensuring that it is over, and the people then decide who becomes the leaders. So nobody has some supremacy in terms of when it comes to an entity or an institution, when it comes to its role in ensuring that election pass successfully. As far as I'm concerned, all the stakeholders has to play their role, and the point is that because each role is unique, you cannot even compare to say which one is on top and which one is not. So as far as I'm concerned, all the stakeholders have critical roles to play in ensuring that our elections pass successfully.
So the upshot of what you are saying is that the IGP cannot determine the outcome of an election. Is that what you are saying?
Honorable Chair, that is exactly what it is. Not that what I'm saying. That is what it is. Everybody has a role. Every stakeholder has a role. And then when we all play our roles, the people who have to vote will then determine who becomes the leaders. Thank you.
Are you surprised to hear that when you are there as the IGP, because of your personality and what you stand for, the New Patriotic Party cannot break the 8?
Honorable Chair, can you highlight a bit about my personality and what I stand for?
Well, it's gleaned from the document. It's gleaned from the document we gave you. You see, so I'm just relating to the statement that was said on the House floor.
Which I understand, but if you could probably refer to it and then maybe let me have the benefit of how it was captured. Maybe if you can probably help me to appreciate that aspect of my personality and what I stand for, it will help me.
My vice chairman is telling me that that is not a verbatim statement. But your lawyer will tell you. Your lawyer will tell you that I'm permitted in law to make what we call inexorable inferences and deductions.
But I know with the greatest of respect, I know you are on the floor, but just to point out that the question you posed is not born out of the deputy minority leader's statement. That statement was read on the floor, and we made contributions. I don't recall that in that statement the leader indicated that when an IGP is at post, a certain IGP breaking the 8, which is an impossibility anyway, will never happen. He never said that.
Yeah. But did I say that? Did I suggest to the IGP that I'm reading from the statement? I never said that. I'm saying that I'm just gleaning meaning from the statement. Let me read something to you, which probably will know that. I mean, I'm just want you to see what's happening. Inspector General of Police, you told us that you've not internalized that statement and that you have a fair idea. Is that what you say? You've not internalized, although we gave it to you in advance.
Honorable Chair,
yes.
The point I'm making is that you said my person and what I stand for.
Yes, I'm coming to that in a second, Haji.
Yeah.
So let me quote what he said here. Now, the Vice wants me to be specific, so let me get there. Right, Honorable Speaker, I'm on the second paragraph. The said audio tape contains the voice of a man described in the tape as a serving commissioner of police in a conversation with another man described as a stalwart and the former Northern Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party. The significantly lengthy conversation between the two men centered on a variety of subjects, including a plot to remove from office the current Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu-Dampare, and calls the President to appoint in his stead an IGP who is more submissive, loyal, and pliant to the government, the New Patriotic Party, and its quest to break the 8 to win the 2024 general election. So the character dimension here, I was just making the inference. You are not submissive. Probably you are not loyal and you are not pliant to the government. So this is what I was trying to make the inferences. So that by this, it was being said that by the strength of your personality, it will prevent the New Patriotic Party from breaking the 8. What is your response to some of these matters?
Honorable Chair, that is somebody's opinion about me, and I can't question somebody's opinion.
It is the opinion that has brought us here. Unfortunately, it is the opinion, it is somebody's surmising that you can determine the electoral fortunes of others, which is the subject matter of this inquiry. Are you aware of that?
Honorable Chair, I am aware of that, and as you heard me earlier speak, I did mention the fact that, in answer to a question of yours, that all the stakeholders play their roles. The police that I heard and work in concert with the team at the national and across the country also play our role. So at the end of the day, it will not take an individual to make that determination. It takes the people of the country to make a determination as to who becomes a leader. And like I also did indicate, somebody, my opinions are all over the place. And as far as I'm concerned, I'll continue to do my work in concert with my commanders across the country, and do our job how it should be done, be it elections or any other matter. So that is what I have to say in regards to the two connected issues you've spoken to. Thank you.
So